Today I'm showing you a simple 3-part routine that'll improve your shoulder function and increase upper body strength and stamina in just minutes a day. Let's get into this. One of my favorite things about this routine is that all of the exercises in it are single arm movements, which is fantastic because the rest periods are baked right into the routine and you're not wasting any time at all. While one side is working, the opposite side is resting, and then you switch. And this is great for stimulating your cardiovascular system and for making sure that you get a really good workout in a really short period of time. So with all that said, let's move into exercise number 1, which is a single arm push down. For this exercise, you're going to hold the blade in one hand. You want to make sure that you're grasping dead center in the middle of that handle, and you should have an equal amount of rubber protruding from above and below your palm. You want to make sure that the blade is oriented so that the flat surface is pointed away from you, and then you're going to hold the blade so that it's angled downward towards the floor. From here, the movement is pushing down towards the floor and then rapidly pulling up towards the ceiling, going back and forth in rapid succession. You're using the muscles on the front and back of your shoulder, chest muscles, back muscles, and core muscles that run along the side of your body to accomplish this motion. You're going to feel all of those muscles tense up, and it feels really good. The reason that I like to start with this motion is because the range of motion is very small, and so it's a great way to warm up and not a risky movement at all. Very little strain on the shoulder joint. After 30 seconds, you're going to switch over to the opposite side and repeat. Then we move on to movement number 2. Exercise number 2 is single arm internal and external rotation. Now this is one of my favorite exercises for building up intrinsic stability in your shoulder. Again, here we're going to be grasping the blade with one hand, making sure that we're dead center in the middle of that handle, but notice that the orientation of the blade changes for this exercise and the flat surface is now pointed out to the side and the sharp surface is pointed directly away from me. Notice the position of my elbow should be bent to about 80 or 90 degrees and tucked right in along the side of your body. From there, you're going to draw your belly button in, brace your core, use your toes and the balls of your feet to grab hold of the floor so that you have a nice stable base of support, and then you're going to move from side to side in a short, controlled motion, going from internal into external rotation in rapid succession, using pectoralis major, latissimus dorsi, subscapularis to internally rotate, and then using those all-important external rotators, supraspinatus and infraspinatus and teres minor, to move you in the opposite direction. You're going to be fried after 10 or 20 seconds of this, I promise you. Switch over to the opposite side and repeat. With your shoulder stability turned up a notch, you're ready to move on to the third and final exercise, which is a single arm chest press. So again, here we're grasping the blade with one hand, making sure that we're dead center in the middle of that handle, and notice that the blade is oriented with the flat surface pointed away from me. From there, I'm going to hold the blade straight out in front of me, almost like where my arm would be at the end of a punch, and the hand is at the same height as my shoulder. From there, I'm going to bend my elbow about 20 degrees, 25 degrees, and then I'm going to brace my core, draw my belly button in, grasp the floor, and it's a straight front to back motion using the powerful chest muscles, the anterior deltoid, and then the pulling muscles, rear deltoid, teres major, and the back muscles to contract and pull in the opposite direction, going back and forth in rapid succession. After 20 or 30 seconds there, you're going to feel all of those muscles activated. Switch over to the opposite side, bend to about 20 degrees, and repeat. Working to a moderate level of fatigue, most people will be able to work their way through that routine, training both sides of their body in about 3 minutes. As far as sets and reps go, it's completely up to you. Starting off, that internal and external rotation exercise is extremely difficult, and you might only be able to get 10 seconds, and that's fine. As the weeks go by, try and work your way up to 12 or 15 seconds. Once you get up to the point where you can do each of the exercises in this routine for a minimum of 30 seconds, you should consider adding a second set. That'll make sure that you get a fantastic workout in almost no time at all. Guys, this short routine is just one example of some of the many things that you can do with this fantastic tool. To pick up your Bodyblade, click the link in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. I'll also put a link for it in the description. And if you want to see more oscillation type exercises, hit that thumbs up button and leave me a comment down below. Beyond that, I just want to thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button before you click out of here, and I'll see you next time.